This is the story of a child found in a tree after a storm, lost until an older couple adopts her.
What you are, we made you.
It's not just the story behind the hit Broadway musical Once on This Island.
Would you read it?
For Michael Arden, the show's director, it's the story of his life.
Michael Arden, director, was taken in at an early age by his grandparents.
Listen as he reads from his playbill bio.
They loved him as their own, accepted him despite not always understanding him, and allowed and afforded him to follow his heart and dreams.
Arden was raised by his loving grandparents.
This production is dedicated to their memory and to all those who give shelter and love to those they find in trees.
They found him stuck as a toddler after family tragedy left Arden with no one to raise him.
My grandparents, Jim and Pat Moore, were an incredible couple. They supported me in every endeavor I wanted or asked to be a part of. They drove me to the community theater where I did plays as a kid.
The Moores, a traditional couple from Midland, Texas, did their best to understand their grandson.
They sort of would come to the plays, say, oh, well, that's nice, and how do you remember all those lines? I'm also a gay man, and that wasn't something their Southern Baptist upbringing had really prepared them for. But those differences never got in the way of never-ending love and support.
He's taken that love and support and spun it into an acclaimed career, grabbing 2 Tony nominations as a director. And he pays it forward, taking risks on people he finds in trees.
Broadway is not ready for us, but we are ready for it.
One of those risks was casting a group of deaf actors in a Broadway musical for the revival of Spring Awakening.
No sleep in heaven or Bethlehem.
Be able to give these young people, these deaf performers, an opportunity to be rock stars and to sign autographs at the stage door and to be able to share their culture with people who might never get to see it otherwise.
Trishelle Edmonds was in that cast and recently returned to Broadway in Children of a Lesser God. She says Arden changed her life.
Particularly a black deaf actress, twice on Broadway. And Michael started by giving me that opportunity.
And in his current show, 2 major roles are Broadway debuts. Alex Newell is a male actor Arden cast in the traditionally female role of Asaka, Mother Earth.
Let's just say this is non-traditional casting, wouldn't you say?
It's not? What do you mean? I'm so lost. How many men in their life get to say they get to play a strong female? And for me to get to do that 8 shows a week, it's unspeakable for me.
Arden plucked Hayley Kilgore out of college. Now she has a Tony nomination.
To know that every day there's a little girl that comes in and watches the show and goes, oh, I could do that, I am so lucky.
Part of the human heart.
Lea Salonga is the seasoned veteran.
What is it in him that makes him take these risks?
Maybe it's no one's ever done it before, hence, let me be the first. Maybe there's that. Maybe there's a pioneering, groundbreaking spirit about him.
Arden recognizes that none of the opportunities he's given others would have been possible without the opportunity his grandparents first gave him.
What would you say if you could talk to your grandparents, if they were able to hear you now?
I'd say thank you. We don't ever realize how precious life is while we're living it. And I will try in everything I do to honor the love that you gave me.